What's up, guys? Welcome back my YouTube channel. Today, I will telling about the story of the United States $1 coin marked with the dates 1776 to 1876 is a journey into the heart of American history, national pride, and the evolution of early American coinage. Although many people believe this coin was created in 1776, the truth is that the United States did not mint official federal coins until the 1790s. But the dates 1776 to 1876 represent something extremely important: the first 100 years of American independence. Any coin or metal carrying these dates was made to celebrate the centennial anniversary of the United States. Because of that connection to the nation's early struggles and its remarkable first century, these pieces hold a strong place in the hearts of collectors today. They are a reminder of the beginning of the American story. To understand the value and importance of a coin or metal bearing 1776 to 1876, we must go back to the birth of the nation itself. In 1776, the Declaration of Independence was signed, officially announcing the 13 colonies' separation from British rule. At that time, there was no standard American money. People used a mix of Spanish, British, French, and privately issued coins. It wasn't until 1792 that the United States established its own mint and began producing official coins. But the date 1776 became a symbol of freedom, strength, and the new American identity. 100 years later, in 1876, the nation celebrated its centennial with parades, exhibitions, patriotic art, and specially minted commemorative pieces. That is where coins or metals with 1776 and 1876 come from. The United States Mint created several commemorative designs during this period, including $1 pieces that honored liberty, the spirit of independence, and the achievements of the young nation. Liberty was the central figure on most early American coins, often shown as a woman representing freedom. Some centennial-era metals and pattern coins showed liberty in classical style, inspired by ancient Greek and Roman art. These pieces were never meant for everyday spending, but were created to celebrate the nation's first 100 years. Because of their limited production and strong historical connection, collectors today view them as important symbols of America's growth. The coin or metal featuring liberty with the dates 1776 and 1876 is not a typical circulation dollar like the Morgan dollar or Eisenhower dollar. Instead, it is usually a commemorative or medallic piece from the centennial celebrations. These pieces were made in bronze, silver, and sometimes gold, depending on the version. Their designs included detailed artwork, often showing liberty standing or seated, with the dates representing the beginning and the first century of the United States. Many were sold at the Centennial Exhibition in Philadelphia, a massive event visited by millions of people. This makes the pieces not only numismatic items, but also historical souvenirs that witnessed one of the most important national celebrations in American history. Collectors admire these 1776 to 1876 Liberty pieces for several reasons. First, they represent an early era of American patriotism. Second, they capture the artistic style of the late 1800s, when craftsmanship and detail were at a very high level. Third, they are linked to major events in U.S. history, which always adds value and interest. Finally, their limited mintages and survival rates mean that owning one today connects a collector to an item that is not easily found in modern circulation. When we talk about value, it depends on the condition, metal type, rarity, and the specific design. Bronze pieces are generally the most common and the most affordable, though well-preserved examples can still attract collector interest. Silver versions are more valuable, especially those with sharp details and minimal wear. Gold versions, when available, are extremely rare and command very high prices at auctions. For a typical collector-quality Centennial $1 commemorative metal or pattern coin, values can range from modest amounts for worn bronze examples to very high prices for rare or high-grade silver or gold versions. The exact value always depends on authentication, the market, and collector demand. Many pieces from this era also come with historical documentation or original boxes, which increase their desirability. The design of liberty on these pieces is especially meaningful. Liberty has always been a symbol of hope and freedom in American coinage. She appears on some of the earliest U.S. coins, including the flowing hair dollar of 1794 and the draped bust dollar of the late 18th century. The Centennial-era Liberty designs continued this tradition, reminding Americans of the ideals the country was built on. The date 1776 is placed prominently to emphasize the nation's founding year, while 1876 marks the moment the country looked back at 100 years of progress. These pieces were meant to inspire pride as the nation entered its second century. Many collectors today seek these coins because they represent not only numismatic value, but also emotional and historical significance. To hold a piece marked 1776 to 1876 is to hold a reminder of America's earliest dreams and its first century of achievements. These items also serve as teaching tools, helping younger collectors learn about the nation's path from a small group of colonies to a powerful independent country. For coin collectors, historians, and lovers of Americana, these pieces stand as a bridge between the revolutionary past and the promising future that lay ahead in the late 19th century. Today, centennial coins and medals remain popular worldwide, not just in the United States. People from many countries admire American symbols, especially liberty, which represents ideals respected around the globe. Many new collectors discover these pieces through auctions, antique shops, or family collections passed down through generations. Their timeless design and strong historical message make them treasures worth preserving. The United States $1 Liberty piece marked 1776 to 1876 is more than just metal. It is a story captured in art. It tells of freedom, struggle, unity, and the celebration of a century of independence. Whether in bronze, silver, or gold, it carries the spirit of America's early years. It stands as a tribute to the founders, to the growth of a nation, and to the enduring symbol of liberty. For any collector, owning such a piece is not just about value. It is about holding a part of history, a moment frozen in time that continues to inspire. God by guys.